This is the outside of the auto sleeper Bourton. As I move along, I will firstly come to the fresh water tank fill. As you can see, the filler cap can be locked. Just push in, twist round to remove, and then pop your hose pipe in to fill up the tank. The fresh water tank drains just at this point here, and then just above that is the LPG tank fill. Push in and twist to remove the dust cover. Our UK fillers just slide over this part just here, and then it's just a matter of pulling a lever around and then pulling that lever towards you to lock the nozzle into place. Once this has been done, just hold the button down on the pump and put in as many litres as you want, or just wait until it clicks off exactly the same as a fuel pump would. This centre bezel here is just to screw in continental adapters. To view how much gas is in the tank, we just need to come to the driver's side, and the gauge is just here. This can only be viewed when the engine is running, and you will get a series of green lights, and as the gas is used they will slowly go out. Tucked just down in the footwell here is the bottle jack. To isolate the gas tank in an emergency, or if you're required to when you go on the ferries or the Eurostar, just pull this lever here and the front plate will come off, and then we just have a brass knob here and just turn it to isolate the gas. The regulator just sits up here, so just this part here, and this is fitted with a crash valve, so in the event of a problem this will automatically cut the gas off. These can also be sometimes triggered if you go over a bump quite violently. If that happens, the little orange button just on the front of it will pop out. All you need to do is just hold it in for about 5 seconds to reset it. Next we have fresh water into the motorhome using the whale filler point. So it looks just like this. It's a collapsible hose with a hose lock attachment at one end, and then this end here plugs into the side of the motorhome. Just plug it in and lock it into place, and then just slide this part down to secure it. Then make sure the 12 volt is turned on inside and that tank fill is enabled. Turn the water on and it will then commence filling up the tank. The beauty of this particular system is if you're on a fully serviced pitch, you can literally leave the tap turned on, and as you're using water it will just continually refill the tank. To remove it, just slide back up again, squeeze in both blue buttons and then just pull towards you. Beside that we have external TV and satellite points, and we also have a 12 volt socket as well. Flue for the Truma combi boiler just here. We don't really need to do anything with this. There's no covers that need to be removed. Just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. Mains hookup connection just here. Just remember that when removing the hookup lead to also push down on the blue lever just there to release it. And then we have the location of the Thetford toilet cassette. To remove the cassette, just lift up on the blue lever and pull towards you. Before use, remove the blue cap and add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. This is also where it empties from. Just remember that when you are pouring it away, to hold the blue button in just here to release the vacuum inside. It's also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is fine. By turning this section here, allows access into the cassette for additional cleaning. If anything was to wrap itself up around the float mechanism inside, giving you a false reading, it can be removed and cleaned. And all of these cassettes are now on wheels with pull up handles. Grey water drain just here, so anything that goes down your plug holes goes into the holding tank and then drains off at this point here. And then you can see the spare wheel in the carrier just there, and there is an air line that runs directly to that spare wheel, and the valve is just here, so you can check the tyre pressure and top it up if needed without having to lower the wheel. As we come round to the rear, we have the rear view camera just here. And then this model is fitted with rear corner steadies, and you can see I have wound one down using the corner steady winding handle, and you can see just here the other wind point for the other corner steady. As we come round the other side, we have the Habitation door step. This operates just inside the door just here on the button, and it will automatically put itself away when the engine is started, but I always suggest that you do make sure that it has. Vents for the Dometic fridge just here. Try to avoid obstruction and spraying too much water at them when washing the motorhome. As this is a fully winterized motorhome, it is supplied with fridge winter covers. So if you are using the motorhome in an extremely cold climate, you should pop these on to make the fridge run more efficiently. You'll see you have a smaller one and a larger one. The smaller one is for the top vent. Just pop the vent in, starting with the top, and then clip it on like so, and then with a flat-headed screwdriver just turn these 2 points to then lock it into place, and then do the same with the lower vent. Now the fridge will only vent from the lower points here, thus holding some heat in and running efficiently in very cold weather. Do make sure that these are removed in the summer months, or otherwise the fridge will just overheat and no longer work. External main socket just here, and beside that is the barbecue point. You'll see at the moment that the adapter is still attached on a cable tie, so just remove and then attach the hose of the barbecue to this rib section just here. And then to use it, just plug this part in where my finger is here, and it will lock into place. It will then allow you to turn the gas on. To remove it, just push on the collar and it will then pop back out again. Access underneath the bench seat just here, and you can see the Canopy winding handle just there. And then beneath that is the wet locker. Above is the 2-lay wind out canopy. To wind it out, take the canopy winding handle, just place it into the end. As you can now see, I've wound the canopy out a short distance. It's always best to do this first and then drop the canopy legs for stability. It then is putting much less stress on the motorhome and the awning itself. The legs are sprung loaded, so just push in and then drop down. Slide the leg to the ground and then get the awning at the height that you require, and then lock the leg into place. Then do the same with the other leg. And again, slide the leg down, get it at the height that you require, and again just lock the grey lever into place. Now it is supported, we can now continue to wind it out whilst walking the legs out. As you can now see, the canopy is fully wound out. Never leave out in high winds, as it does run the risk of it being flipped over the roof of the motorhome. To remove the winding handle, just push in and then just twist and it will release itself. Diesel fill just here. The motorhome is supplied with Mercedes warning triangle and a Mercedes first aid kit. Toolkit just underneath this section here, so just turn these 2 points and then this part here can then be removed. So as you can see, you have a few tools, the towing eye as well and the wheel brace. Bonnet release just here. And if I now just raise the bonnet, we have the AdBlue top up just here. It will let you know on the dashboard when the AdBlue needs topping up. Header tank for the coolant, brake fluid top up just here, window washer fluid just here, and oil top up just here. If you did need to jump start the vehicle, just push in here and place the positive lead on here, and then the earthing point for the negative lead is just here.